What's up, traders? Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're putting Tom in the hot seat. I'm going to ask him a ton of questions about his trading day yesterday. We're going to pull some value, take some lessons out of this. And if you don't know what a daily report card is, if you don't know what the Black Shirt Club is, if you don't know about our mentorship group, you're going to see and learn a lot about that in today's video. All right, traders, welcome back. So today I'm putting Tom in the hot seat. We're going to grill him up on yesterday's daily report card. I'm going to share my screen here and show you how Tom filled out his DRC. Now, if you don't know what a daily report card is, Tom was so kind enough to build an amazing spreadsheet that we use in the Black Shirt Club. We call it the Trader Improvement Workbook. This workbook has daily report cards for you to fill out every single day. Now, the reason we're doing this is because we want to let you know that our current group of Black Shirt Club members, we keep it into a small group of 15 people. They're actually, some of them are graduating at the end of this month, which means enrollment is opening. And if you enroll now, you're going to get 4 months for the price of 3. So it's an incredible time to take advantage of this offer. Plus, going into the new year, what better way to set yourself up for success than to work with the funded full-time traders that we have at ASFX? So, Tom, are you ready?
I'm ready. I think I'm
ready.
Are you
nervous?
I think I'm
Come
ready.
On, I know you're nervous. Everybody knows you get nervous. You're sweating. We can see it. No, I'm just kidding. If anything, everybody knows Tom is the guy that never gets nervous, that Tom never wavers. So
we'll
the DRC yesterday, Tommy, what was the day like? You had 2 trades. Tell me, before we go at this piece by piece, tell me how you think the day went.
So yeah, pretty good day yesterday overall. I had a good habit day, which is the most thing that I'm trying to, that's where I'm trying to get my wins from. I don't try and see my wins as whether it's a profitable day or not. My wins come from how well do I execute my plan? How well do I do my habits on and off the charts? That's what it is a win for me. I don't control the short-term outcomes. So yeah, pretty good day overall from that perspective. And yeah, a couple of trades to discuss and go over. There's some room for improvement. There's some bits that I think I could improve on. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what you pick up on in this as well.
What sugar did you eat? Because you said I did not eat refined sugar and you didn't check that off. What'd you eat, Tommy? Did you have a donut?
I had some milk and cookies at night time.
Oh, there it is. All right. Sorry. I had some gelato last night. I'm getting ready for my Europe trip, just trying to pack on a couple extra pounds before we go. You know what I'm saying?
You'll need it.
Yeah, I know. Got to stay warm in that wintertime. You know what I'm saying? No, but that's good. So, I mean, other than that, Tom, 100 push-ups throughout the day, read and watch 1 article. What'd you watch or listen to yesterday? What was it? Anything good? Was it my old video?
TV.
Well, there you go.
ASFX
Okay,
TV.
good. Okay, cool. Good. I like that. And Evan's killing it. Not to have to plug ASFX TV shamelessly, but I will. Evan's been killing it, right? Have you seen his New York session streams?
Yeah, he's crushing it, especially on the Bitcoin and the indices yesterday.
I don't want to call him my son. He's like my prodigy. You know what I'm saying? This is my young prodigy because I'm the old 27-year-old and he's the young 21 or 22-year-old, whatever it is, you know?
Yeah, he's going to be a good trader. I'm looking forward to working closer with him.
Yeah, me too. So back to your DRC. No trading errors. Even though you had 2 trades, you did not check any mistakes. And I think that that's probably indicative of even how you answered my first question. You were like, I don't know the short-term outcome. I just took trades that are good trades. I'm more focused on my habits. Like, that answer is a professional trader's answer, And I think a lot of people sleep on that. They think, oh, Tom made money yesterday. He's up 0.75%. That's why he had a good day. When in reality, even if you lost these trades, we would still say, did you have a good day based on the process you followed, the rules you followed, and if you stayed on edge, if you followed your plan. So what was this first trade here? You said this was the same idea that I took yesterday, a breakout below the Asian range low, a retest, and then short. Let's take a look.
So this was EU. I lost on EU the day before, trying to short it with the A2 after breaking out to the downside. And it ended up grinding against me and I ended up losing the trade. Whereas this same identical trade, but not quite identical, but very, very, very similar trade presented. There was a small nuance with this one. And I would say that I was a little, not hesitant, but nervous because of the loss the previous day. Exactly the same trade. And I was like, no, I've got to hit it. Probabilities play out. So this was it. This was the trade. Breakout, retest, 1R, bang. And this one was a lot cleaner than the trade previous day on Tuesday.
Yeah. So, and I mean, you, even in here, what I can see with your pink line, you were looking for bullish divergence at this 50 to see it come higher. It fails. It breaks under the 50, sets a new low of day. It retests the Asian range low. You have that boxed off here, same level it slowed at yesterday, right? And then it comes down off of that level very quickly, only 30 minutes, and you were down in profit. You were done with this trade, it looks like within an hour, 1 hour, right?
Yeah, exactly. And that was it. I suppose the good thing about this trade was I had two plans. How I was going to execute this was two different ways. First off, we had the D1 long, potentially, or an A2 long, if we were to break to the upside of that zone, or I was going to flip it and get short like I did the day before if we broke underneath. So I knew exactly how I was going to react should price action allow. And obviously we broke to the downside. And that's when I took this one. I decided to take this one short with Christian in the Black Show Club.
I love that, bro. And it's good to see you and Christian both making money in this trade. I didn't know you were in this. I knew he was in it. I think someone else in the Black Shirt Club was in this as well with you guys. 3 of you, maybe.
Yeah, I think there was a few of the guys in this yesterday.
Yeah. So in the Black Shirt Club, I mean, you will join us in some of these trades, whether they're winners or losers. You'll be following us in this process where, as you can see from my results and Tom's results and James's results, like P&L speaks for itself. You'll see profitable trading. Tom, do you feel like you left money on the table with this move to the 200 EMA?
So this is, in my daily report card, I answer this question is what could I have done to make more or lose less? And the obvious thing that stood out to me is very clearly a structure zone to aim for here. At yesterday's high, which is that zone at the bottom, and the 200 EMA. And with the A2, we're trying to take advantage of the shift, right? This, from a technical perspective, I don't think gives us an exit signal until we get back down there. So I could have held
get out at the 200, you either get out at the zone, or you get stopped out on the news here in profit when the news comes in.
And we get to the technical levels where I'd be taking all of the profit off before that news. So I could have definitely said, right, while this is holding the EMA, stay in this trade, take some off at the zone that you've got marked out, which was 1.5R to the low of day pins, and then over 2R to the 200 EMA. So that's what I could have done better. I could have left a little piece on, or I could have left quite a bit on and said, right, I'm just going to, whilst it's holding the EMA, we're still not in an upshift, just hold it, let the trade play out.
I like that. Was there any temptation to get back in short when it hit the same level and painted another A2 indicator on the news? Did you think, oh, let me get back in here?
No, I wasn't tempted to get back in. I think I might have already taken EA by this point as well. I think I was already in EA when that one, just before that. So I was quite satisfied that I didn't need to be taking another trade for the day there.
Yeah. Okay. I love that.
I might have not been off. Yeah.
First trade, fully out at 1R on the A2 as per the plan. This trade ended up falling 3R as we saw. That's fine. So you're up 0.25%. Then you see your second trade of the day, which is Euro AUD. Your entry reason, you said you were in the BSC. You were talking with Tyler. Tyler and you both identify the level that this trade's going to come off of, but Tyler stayed out of it. So what made you pull the trigger?
So first off, props to Tyler, because I don't think you say in there, there was a bad habit. I've got a bad habit of doing this, is when I have a winning trade, I can sometimes switch off. Right. And it wasn't until I was in that Black Shirt Club, you were in there as well, me, you, Tyler, and I think somebody else was in there chatting. And I asked Tyler, I said, what are you watching, Tyler? And he says, I'm EA for longs. And I was like, oh, it's on my watch list, but I kind of half turned off a little bit because I was doing other bits. And I looked at it and I was like, shit, this looks good. It's exactly the same as the sort of the EU trade, but in trend. Yeah. So bigger probabilities, perfect L50, amazing trend, because the EU trade was trading counter trend. And then I was like, this is a good trade. If I miss this, this is going down as a trading error. And I was like, I do not want to have a trading error on my DRC.
There it is. So that's a very interesting perspective, because it's almost like the fear of breaking a rule forces you to take action on a setup that looks like this. So you have perfect sentiment on the TDI. You have yesterday's high boxed off. That becomes the same level as the Asia range high. It breaks through that in the London session, retest 2 A2 entries, almost telling you this is the price to get long at. Stop is under the 50 EMA, which is really good. And it doesn't take long. It really didn't. When did you get out of this trade?
I got out at 1R again, as per my trading plan.
Nice. And I mean, you left some money on the table here too, overnight. but
Yeah.
you're just snagging and bagging. That's the way. I mean, especially as like market conditions are not as predictable as maybe they were 2 years ago. I feel like that aggressive take profit is so important, you know?
For me, it just makes things so much easier as well at the minute. I really enjoy in the fact that it requires literally no thinking, in the fact that it can be a set and forget, other than reducing my risk. So if we get a shift down or anything like that, I then have to do some sort of manual intervention. But up until that point, it's kind of just sit back, let it do its thing and take it from there. Like yesterday, we were sat in the Black Shirt Club when this was playing out, and I remember, and people were like, "Are you taking anything off?" Because it nearly got into my take profit in the first 15 minutes. And you can see on my trade management and how was I feeling, I was like, nearly went 1R in the first 15. Then I had to wait another 45 minutes, and I got a little bit twitchy. I'm not going to say that I didn't, but there was no technical reason to exit, and I knew my take profit was in place. So all I had to do was literally sit on my hands, which is the hardest thing in trading to do at sometimes.
Yep. Well said.
So, yeah.
So what's the idea generation section? A lot of playbooks. Yeah. Did you feel like you missed any trades yesterday, or are these all trades that come after your trading hours?
No. So these are trades that were in the trading day. There was 4 AE2s on Bitcoin, 3 during the session, perfect L50.
Yep.
That was to the downside. There was a few on the indices. I think US 30 was my favorite ones. So yeah, there was a lot of ideas yesterday, which all won as well. There was a lot of winning trades, which was quite rare. So I made sure to capture them in the idea generation section and just get the repetitions in, really, in terms of markups. I find doing markups so valuable.
I had like 15 playbooks from yesterday. Like there were so many A2s, so much study. And with our webinar and our seminar coming up, I am still going back and getting some of them and putting them in the content, because the structure with all those Asian range retests, it was so good. You know, it was just so good. So in your end of the day analysis, and everybody in the Black Shirt Club does this at the end of the day, this is the right side here. What was the biggest lesson of the day, Tom? You wrote, trust your systems and entry signals. There was money to be made yesterday when reacting, but I saw forecasting creeping into a few people's analysis, Austin, and this cost their trading business money. This is a good reminder for myself as well. Yeah, I definitely agree.
So, and yeah, that was it. I think there was a lot of good L50s yesterday, a lot of good EMAs.
And a lot of not trading from me.
So yeah, and like potentially Tyler as well, because like I say, we were having this conversation, and I said shout out to Tyler, because in the evaluation section here, it was Tyler was the reason I took this EA trade, and so yeah, that the value of that BSC was massive there as well. So yeah, I think good lesson for everybody. The lessons I like they don't have to necessarily come from my trading. I always find that you can learn from other people as well by studying other people and working with other serious traders. There's a lot of lessons to be learned from studying and watching them as well.
I agree 100%. So for everybody listening, if you're interested in joining the Black Shirt Club, you get a trader improvement workbook. You'll be working with me and Tom and James every single day. We'll be doing private coaching calls. Hit the link in the description, book a free call with me. Let's hop on the phone and see if it'd be a good fit. This clearly takes a lot of work. It's not like Tom just did this in 5 minutes. It takes time every single day, but this is what professional traders do to continue to improve. He's got the Kaizen logo. That's like the underlying mentality that we do everything with, right? Like this constant of being a student and of just absorbing in the journey and learning, and even from lessons or failures, turning them into lessons and using them as fuel to go forward. That's really what Tom has helped me understand a lot. So if you'd like to work with us, book a call. Let's see if it'd be a good fit. We have space going into the new year, and we'd love to have you join us. But Tom, I appreciate you taking the hot seat today, brother. This has been fun. I'm sure everybody got some value out of this. Make sure you guys subscribe here on the YouTube channel. Links for everything are in the description, or go to asfx.biz. We appreciate you all very much, and we'll see you in the next video.